Everyone and their mom keeps talking about the Type 100. Welcome to the Gun Doctor, ladies and gentlemen. Good day to you. Let's bring it down to the mere basics: TTK, shots to kill, recoil, everything that the Type 100 has to offer. And then tomorrow probably have a comparison video versus the Blixen to see which one is the leading factor here. Type 100 is fantastic. Let's deep dive. With the meta TTK being 600 to 700 milliseconds, it has 9 shots to anywhere, which is quite interesting, of 576 milliseconds. And then with 6 shots anywhere and 2 headshots, you could go down to 504. In this case, neck shots are quite useless because the neck shot does actually not increase the TTK, and it is not enough to increase the TTK. You're exactly 1 damage off, so you will have to hit headshots. And that's kind of like where the 6 any 2 headshots is probably not going to happen much, because you often like just hit the neck shot area and then it's not going to be like really it. But still, it can lead to a very good below average TTK already, plus an absolute banger TTK in a few use case scenarios. The Type 100 has a munitions problem because the gun needs the 36 round mag for the optimal time to kill. With the 48 round mag, it has a way worse time to kill that you could compensate with a recoil booster, but it ain't just it. You also do need the rapid fire barrel. The slight refractor is what I use most of the time. Gung Ho is an obvious option. Could go for sleight of hand. Then you have subsonic. Yes, subsonic, because we're not going to take a suppressor, and quake. Those are the standard attachments, which kind of leads to a recoil at, let's say, 10 meters, because that's what we're going to be using the gun at, of having quite the shake and bakey experience. Not only is the recoil actually shake and bakey, also the sight goes kind of like to Narnia and everywhere. Feels really not that well. So what you can see here right now is, though, the vertical pacing, so the bullet distance or the bullet spacing, is good. That means only horizontal recoil attachments are needed. That brings me to the strife angle being perfect for horizontal recoil. In this case, grooved grip, giving you also ADS firing move speed for better strafing. And then the T100 giving you the ultimate shrink left and right together, plus aim down side speed with a minimal minus of movement speed, which is fine. And last but not least, you can take here the F8 stabilizer, or if you feel like it, the 1929 silencer, but the stabilizer is better. It gives you more horizontal recoil control, and that in total brings us to a very manageable recoil. Geronimo, which leads... You little shit. I'm recording a YouTube video, which now leads to a good recoil experience in comparison. Again, good bullet spacing, and horizontally everything is shrunk together nicely. Jeez. If you go closer up, it gets even better. And the bibbity bounce in the side is lower. It's the most horizontal that you get together. And again, you only have 36 bullets. You do know that you need only 9 to kill someone, or 6 plus 2. So that is kind of fine. Still, though, it's something to keep in mind when you're using this gun. Close up and personal, it is a menace. I would probably not use it on the 20 meters, obviously. When it comes down to the iron sights, you do have the option to go for the Sakura short. I'm not sure if I like the iron sight, though, because the reality is that the iron sight of the gun is kind of like you're trying to aim through a circle, and that partially never goes good. I have gung ho on the gun instead of sleight of hand, but sleight of hand might really help in a lot of scenarios to not have you die stupidly to reloading. That being said, 36 rounds, 9 shots to kill, average probably 15 shots to kill. You should be able with 1 magazine to down 2 people. Still, though, if you don't need the sprint to fire experience, if you think you can handle it without, go for it. I mean, the iron sight is not that bad. It is quite decent. And I have to say that with the iron sight, the gun feels less shaky. Probably better for 80 field of view to actually use iron sight, because that would inevitably allow you to have not bonus magnification introduce bonus shakiness of recoil. Oh my goodness. Timmy and Dave. And Raphael. Jesus Christ. This is what 5 a.m. plunder looks like, by the way.
Fuck you.
Powerful gun. Slightly limited through the ammo, slightly limited on range to hitting multiple headshots. And that's where I think like 2 headshots is what you're aiming for, but never like trying to like 4+ headshots. Probably not the vibe. It's a good gun. I prefer personally the Blixen because, well, the 4+ headshots are an option there to just go on and on and on and on about it, especially with the 75 headshot damage. And the Blixen just feels a little bit better on range in comparison, because this gun obviously, as soon as you get a little bit of range in, starts feeling awful. Oh wow. Whatever that was. Now you can use the 48 round mag with a big banger on the left side, plus the recoil booster for a little bit better ammo experience. The time to kill is 612 instead of 576, so still good. And the recoil is, with the recoil booster, still decent, so magazines don't do much of a difference. Yes, it does feel more shaky, as you can see, so that is what the recoil booster introduces. So I would not recommend you the 48 round mag. If you really have a problem with the ammunition, put on sleight of hand. Even though sleight of hand in this case reduces from 2.7 reload time to 2.35, so it's actually not that good in comparison to what you could have. The final build being F8 stabilizer Vardobachi 134 strive angled short 36 round subsonic to get off the map. Yes, technically you could go for frangible or lengthened, but subsonic does the most for you here. Gung Ho, quick for faster movement. The Sakura short iron sights, or whatever side you prefer, plus the Shirashi T100. Technically, the Shirashi T100 can be also over to the Vardobachi skeletal. I do personally just prefer having really the maximum shrunken horizontal recoil because it makes it more usable on also after 10 meters. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you did enjoy the Type 100. Drop also in the comments below, what do you like more, Type 100 or Blixen? We'll definitely do a comparison side by side, recoil-wise, movement, and everything, and see how you like this. Because mostly we've been focusing on one gun challenges, one gun things, one gun presentations. But also, since 2 guns might be top tier viable, it could be an option to then compare left to right, better to worse, and see if this does actually do better. Have a fantastic good day. Don't forget to check out the other content. And as always, keep on clapping.